What's going on, guys? Today's video is mostly geared for parents, or anybody with a busy schedule, but it'll work for anybody without a doubt. Okay, so I was inspired to make this video today because I was doing my usual thing. I was going through nutrition section on TikTok and healthy habits and all, and I know just the real life aspect of being fit, or getting people in shape, or people wanting to be in shape, and with being a parent and all this, it's not as TikTok-y as it looks. With the people that make those beautiful meals, I'm talking about like the avocado slices in a circle with fruit, and it just looks epic. If you're able to do that, like, power to you. Awesome. Like, that stuff looks fantastic. It's great. But I don't have time to do that, or it's more like, not that I don't have time. I'm sure one day I could have time to do all that, but I don't want to do that, because usually if I am doing that, then I don't know, I might not have been doing all that I needed to do for the day. But anyways, so I was going through a lot of that, and people's healthy habits and all. I was saying, what's like the one thing that I have done pretty much my whole life that has been like just the absolute staple to my success when it comes to, staying in shape, keeping a pretty good body fat level, and all of that, because I don't hit every workout. I'm sure if you're a parent, there's a lot of variables that can come through every day. So the one thing that I've always maintained, that I always like it's a non-negotiable for me, is being on point with my eating regimen. And so how I accomplished that, and I've even done this when I was, single, not a dad, none of that. But the one thing that I've always done is I'll make like a bunch of chicken. It doesn't have to be chicken. It could be ground beef or whatever you want to do. I stay with ground chicken because it's the only thing that I can make a lot of things I don't ever get tired of. And to be upfront, it's just the most cost effective, especially with all the prices that goes on in today's day and age. It is the single most cost effective lean protein source on the planet right now that I can find. I'm sure if you have other ideas, please hit me in the comment section or send me, a DM. But anyways, so I make a bunch of chicken, like anywhere between 2 to 4 days worth. All right, that's what I do. I cook it, and then I just throw it in a container in the fridge. Okay. And then all I do is, today was, one of my low carbohydrate days. So what I'll do is I'll just take a food scale. It's only like, I got this at $12 for $12 at Walmart, like 3 or 4 years ago. It's one of the best investments that you can make. But I'll just take that, and then I'll bring out my protein container or even a paper plate, whatever, and I'll just put the amount of chicken that I need on that day, and then that's it. It's that simple. Because I like my meals simple. I don't do a whole bunch of stuff. Like today, all I did was put my chicken in here, put a little Japanese barbecue sauce in there, and that's it. It's very simple. I can control the controllables. But that's how, I just do it. Even if a high carbohydrate day, I still have my protein, because that's the single biggest thing. Oatmeal, you can pop in the microwave for a couple minutes. Rice, you can just make a whole bunch of rice and then just weigh it out. The same thing with chicken or whatever it is. Same concept. Do how you see best for you. But the biggest thing is the protein source. Is I make 2 to 4 days worth of chicken, and I just throw it in the fridge, and then the day, depending on my macros, I'll just pull out what I need, pop it on the scale, and then that's it. It's how I control the controllables. It's how I'm able to control what goes in my mouth. Because like I said, I don't hit every workout, I'm not able to hit every workout, but it's the main thing that comes with, you know, keeping my cardiovascular health tip top and keeping my body fat level to where I want it to be is what I'm eating. That's it. I mean, there's no magic to it. It's the single biggest thing. If you're busy, if you're a parent, or you're just like a real go-getter, or you don't even have to be a real go-getter, but your day's full of lots of stuff, whatever it is, it's the biggest thing. It'll help you so much. Just make 2 to 4 days worth of food, and then the next day when it comes to your macros, you just plop what you need to on your food scale, and that's it. I hope this has been a real help for you guys. You know, any like ideas or concepts regarding diet, nutrition, definitely diet. That's my thing. I love teaching diet. You know, just be sure to plop a comment or send me a DM on what you want to hear more of, what you want a video made of, and I'll get around to it. My next one that I know a couple people want me to make is how to do like carb cycling. So with that video, I'll do, you know, how to do it, how to set it up, the numbers involved, so that way if you don't ever feel like you want a coach or hire a coach, you have those numbers and you can do it yourself. All right, guys, I'll see you on another video.